It was a gloomy day for the chairman and supporters of 34 political parties as the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja reaffirmed for the third time the powers of the Independent National Electoral Commission to deregister political parties which do not meet the provisions of Section 225A of the 1999 Constitution. In the judgment delivered by Justice Chikere of the Federal High Court in a joint suit by 34 out of 74 deregistered political parties, the court upheld the constitutional powers of INEC to deregister the parties. Justice Taiwo had in two separate judgments upheld the same powers of the electoral umpire. Justice Taiwo had affirmed the registration of the National Unity Party and the Hope Democratic Party by the Electoral Commission. Justice Chikere held that the parties failed to state sufficient facts to support their claims while stating that where a provision of the law is unambiguous to be given a simple interpretation, hence Section 225A of Constitution is clear and ambiguous and should be interpreted in support of the deregistration done by INEC. The court also vacated the earlier injunction granted them and dismissed their suits in its entirety. With this judgment, it now brings to 36 the number of political parties which have had their deregistration affirmed by the court. Reacting to the judgment, counsel to INEC said the burden and liabilities INEC was carrying had been further relieved.
And this will go a long way in sanitizing the electoral process, particularly the ballot paper, our electoral logistics, and ultimately INEC's preparations for election. So this has been put to bed, as to any uncertainty with respect to the status of the registered political parties. And we are most grateful to the court. And INEC, the management of INEC should be highly commended for taking the bold step.
The counsel to the 34 political parties, its options to seek redress will be reviewed.
We don't have any choice other than to accept that as the opinion of the court. But we are going to apply for the CTC of the judgment to look at it and see our options. So it will be too early now to say what we are going to do. But at least the court has expressed its opinion. And as lawyers, we respect the court. As litigants, once the court has pronounced something, you have to accept it.
The fate of the remaining deregistered parties hang in the balance, and it is clear that the 18 political parties not deregistered are the lawfully recognized political parties in Nigeria.